They say the greatest empires are born not from peace, but from struggle, betrayal, and blood. Our tale begins in the ancient land of Alba Longa, long before the glory of Rome. King Numitor ruled there, but envy dwelled in his brother Amulius. Hungry for power, Amulius seized the throne, cast out Numitor, and feared that one day his brother's heirs would rise against him. To prevent it, he forced Numitor's daughter, Rhea Silvia, to become a Vestal virgin, sworn never to bear children. But the gods weave destiny in ways mortals cannot control. The war god Mars came to her, and she gave birth to twin sons, Romulus and Remus. When Amulius heard of the children, fear drove him to cruelty. He ordered the infants drowned in the river Tiber. Yet the river, swollen with spring floods, refused to take them. Their basket floated to the foot of the Palatine Hill, where fate awaited. There, a she-wolf discovered the crying babes. Instead of tearing them apart, she nursed them with her milk, guarded them in her den, and gave them life. For many months, the twins grew strong under her care, suckling beside wild cubs. But men, not beasts, would shape their path. A shepherd named Faustulus found the children and brought them to his wife, Acca Larentia. Together they raised Romulus and Remus as their own. The boys grew quickly, tall, fierce, and restless. In the hills they led bands of shepherds, fought wild beasts, and quarreled with local brigands. None could match their strength, nor their bond as brothers. Yet destiny does not stay hidden forever. When Remus was captured in a skirmish and brought before King Amulius, whispers of their true lineage came to light. In fury, Romulus stormed the city with their followers. Amulius was struck down, and their grandfather Numitor was restored to the throne. The twins had avenged their family, but they wanted more than vengeance. Standing by the river Tiber, on the very ground where the she-wolf had saved them, Romulus said, "Here, brother. Here we will build a city greater than any before." Remus smiled, but shook his head. "Not here, Romulus. The Aventine Hill is stronger. That is where our city should rise. 2 brothers, 2 visions, 1 dream." To settle the quarrel, they turned to the gods. Romulus climbed the Palatine, Remus the Aventine. They waited for omens in the sky. Remus saw 6 vultures, but Romulus saw 12. Both claimed victory. Both swore the gods had chosen him. The quarrel grew bitter. Rage burned hotter than brotherly love. As Romulus laid the first stones of his city walls, Remus mocked him. He leapt over the half-built barrier, laughing, "Is this the strength of your city? Even I can cross it with ease." Romulus's fury broke loose. He seized his brother and struck him down. Blood spilled onto the earth. Silence fell. The dream they shared was now his alone. Romulus looked upon his brother's body and spoke, "So perish anyone who crosses my walls." From that day forward, the city was his to shape, his to rule, his to name. And so he named it Rome, after himself. Under Romulus, Rome grew. Outlaws, wanderers, exiles, he welcomed them all, forging a people from the forgotten. Rome would rise to become an empire that ruled the world. But its first stone, its first breath, its first heartbeat was written in the blood of a brother. And so Rome was born, not from harmony, but from sacrifice. What do you think? Was Romulus destined to rule, or did ambition blind him to what he lost? Tell me in the comments, and subscribe so the next legend finds you.